I got to say, I'm a little bit offended by that, Steve.
How so?
Well, I feel like you're insulting my ability to be humorous by implying that we need a trash movie in order to make this show work. But
The Rees Company.
By the way, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm.
The Rees Company.
Crack open a tepid Genesee and watch the pictures as they travel through your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Suzanne Somers made an autobiographical picture that somehow did not make America hate her overnight. It's the Rees Company. I'm Steve Rees, the bull of American broadcasting, alongside the great Chris Morganti. And in a moment, we'll get to our movie of the week. But first, Chris, there was something you wanted to address.
yeah, I just wanted to point out, Steve, that we talk during the week to discuss what picture we're going to feature on our show that week. And my choice for this week was the Stanley Kubrick masterpiece, Barry Lyndon. You denied that request in favor of another Suzanne Somers movie like we did last week because you thought that Barry Lyndon was too good for us to lampoon. I got to say, I'm a little bit offended by that, Steve.
How so?
Well, I feel like you're insulting my ability to be humorous by implying that we need a trash movie in order to make this show work. But I don't want to make too much of it. I did record myself watching the Suzanne Somers film, and we'll see that. This is me at home.
I'll get a search.
Yeah, I do have handlers that feed me alcohol while I watch these movies. And I actually invited a friend over to watch the Suzanne Somers movie with me. Here was her reaction. She was begging for help, Steve. All right.
Now, those are clips from Barry Lyndon, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would argue you need the Suzanne Somers movie to be bad and part of this episode for those clips to be funny.
Okay. You don't think that was funny on its own? That guy with the pills? That's pretty funny.
You thought that was funny, but you didn't present it on its own. You presented it in the context of you watching the Suzanne Somers movie.
Fair enough. Let's just get to it.
Okay, let's go to our movie of the week. Now, let's just say hypothetically, last week you watched our episode on the other Suzanne Somers movie, Devil's Food, and you enjoyed it. Let's say you then went ahead.
You're not saying that to me. You're saying that to our audience.
I'm speaking in terms of an audience member.
Yeah, gotcha.
Finding our show, watching that, enjoying it, maybe even becoming a subscriber. And then going back and watching another one of our episodes, much in the same vein, where we talk about a TV movie or a media oddity, and we make fun of it. We praise its merits, but most likely it doesn't have many. And those are the things we make fun of. So you've enjoyed this content because of the poor quality of what we discuss and how we analyze it. Mm-hmm. What are the chances that you're going to also want to see us talk about Barry Lyndon, which you described as a masterpiece?
It is. I don't know. All I'm saying is,
I think you're ignoring a key component.
You insulted me a little bit. You insulted me a little bit. You were a little out of line. You insulted me a little bit.
All right. Well, our movie of the week this week, much to Chris's chagrin, is called Keeping Secrets. It aired September 29th, 1991 on ABC.
Now, I did actually pick this particular Suzanne Somers movie myself because we were very hard. Well, I, in particular, was very hard on her last week. And like I said, I don't want to pile on. She's only been dead less than 2 weeks. So I thought, why not pick something? This is her life story.
Yeah, give her a chance to redeem herself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, this is based on a memoir that she wrote, also called Keeping Secrets. And in this, Suzanne Somers plays herself as an adult.
I thought it might be a good idea to actually get that book from the library and read it. But here's a shocker. Your public library does not carry Suzanne Somers 19... What? When was this written?
From the 80s at some point, I believe. Yeah. And also, I remember in junior high reading an excerpt of this in some class.
Oh, Jesus. Health class? What class would... okay.
I think it had to do with the alcoholism and
health class. That's why. Yeah.
Okay. So the film begins at the 50th anniversary party of Suzanne's parents, and they're played by Michael Learned from the Waltons.
Okay.
And Ken Kercheval, who's the real star of the show.
Okay.
Best known as Cliff Barnes from Dallas, J.R. Ewing's lifelong nemesis.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else. So it was a pleasure to see him in this different role.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining. Now, we very soon leave that 50th anniversary party and flash back to Suzanne's childhood. In fact, most of this film is told in flashback. Here, Ken, playing Mr. Mahoney, that's Suzanne's maiden name.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mr. Mahoney, he brings a top of the morning to his daughters.
Rise and shine for the dollar line.
Daddy.
Let's get cracking. Press this for me, will you, hon?
It's a school day.
Oh, it's work day. What are you waiting for, baby doll? You hiding something? What do we gotta do? Put her in diapers? Her age still pee in the bed? Big zero.
Yeah, no, don't be confused. This isn't the story of Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Or Michael Landon?
Yes, well, same idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ken's son, Mr. Mahoney, he's his son's already outside mowing the lawn in his bathrobe.
Okay.
He's quite a taskmaster.
Yeah.
Mr. Mahoney.
You shouldn't be mowing your lawn when it's dark out in the morning. That's a no-no.
Well, Mr. Mahoney, he enjoys a beverage, and that really sets the atmosphere in the household. Let's look in on a typical night at home for the clan.
What's it? Come on, Cap. Come on, show me what you're made of. Here, show me. Hey, you want a shot at it? Huh? Go on. Go on. Get my beer.
Get your own beer.
What's going on in here? You can hear out in the streets.
It's all right.
You finally come up for air? Kilmartin get his jolly?
Shut up, you pig!
Why do you think Kilmartin's ever gonna marry you if you're out there giving it away for free?
You ruined everything!
Go to bed, please.
Hey. Oh, what's that? Don't fool around with Dr. Maloney.
Yeah, quite a character, huh?
Yeah. He's having a good time. Yeah.
Well, the next night, Suzanne and her sister Maureen, they make a pact never to drink. Now, Chris, I know you have a favorite Ken Kercheval scene in this film.
Yes.
And it's mine too. But this one is my second.
Okay.
He's so great. Suzanne's brother gets engaged, and his fiance's family visits the Mahonies for dinner. Watch Ken's facial expression when he sees what gifts the guests have brought.
Mr. and Mrs. Mahoney, I'd like you to meet your future in-laws. This is Marjorie and Dave Gilmartin.
Welcome. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you. Oh, they're iced, but you might want to keep a chill on them.
Oh, thank you. Please sit down.
Look at that. Oh, now we're talking. So at the dinner table, Mahoney has some marital advice for the young couple.
Oh, boy.
I think he's talking to them. I don't know. I'm not sure he even knows who he's talking to here. Let's see.
But, you know what to do when they get mad and moody. You know what to do, don't you, Kilmartin?
I can perk some coffee.
When my mommy gets mad, I know just what she needs.
It was a lovely dinner, Marion.
Yes, thank you. I have to pack for a business trip.
Wait! If you like my hospitality, then you can just go on back to Hillsborough with all the big shots.
Yeah, it looks like we're already in Hillsborough, Chris.
Yeah.
Because this dinner party is a disaster.
Yeah.
So 7 years pass. Suzanne is dating a college student called Bruce Somers. But in this, he's called Greg to avoid confusion with another character in the story.
I can't figure out. Half her relationships in this movie are a question to me.
Well, the two get engaged.
Okay.
And Suzanne goes to her first audition. It's for a college musical. And the casting director is very impressed with her vocal performance.
Sure.
So soon after, Suzanne falls pregnant. She and Greg marry, and months later, she and her son, Bruce Jr., that's why they didn't call the husband Bruce in this.
I still don't get it, but okay.
Okay. Well, she and Bruce Jr. encounter the casting director on the street.
How is he Bruce Jr. if the father's name isn't Bruce? This is what confused me.
It isn't.
So he's named after his grandfather?
No, he's named after his father in real life.
So why did they change it for this?
They changed the name so it wouldn't confuse the audience to have two people named Bruce.
But it confuses you even more because I'm sitting there going, why is he Bruce Jr. if the father isn't Bruce? It seriously confused me. I had to go up and look up the cast list to figure out what the hell they're talking about. This did not make it less confusing.
Well, in that case, here, Suzanne, the casting director, and Bruce Jr. All come together.
Mahoney?
Mr. Crowley.
Oh, I thought I recognized that great figure. So, this is why I haven't seen you around campus lately. Wow, you still look sensational. So, are you, keeping your hand in drama? What?
Well, what I'm keeping my hand in is hardly drama.
Listen, you've got too great a gift to waste. Have you thought about modeling? And you know, movie companies are always coming to town. I was just thinking, I know some of the agents in town, and I thought maybe if you want to go for a cup of coffee, I could tell you something.
I'd like to, but with the baby and my nurse's aide job, I just really don't have time for things like that.
Is everything okay at home?
Sure, it's fine.
Now, you remember how to get in touch with me at school.
Yeah, but I just don't think I will ever get back to school and get my degree.
You don't need a degree in anything, Susie. You're a natural.
Yeah. I'm sure that's exactly what he said, Suzanne. Gee, Chris, do you think someone made sure that line was in the script? So, bored with her life as a wife and a mother, she begins to date that casting director.
Yeah.
While also bankrupting her household.
Yeah.
Shh, please, you'll wake up Bruce.
We're overdrawn again. $186.
I'm going to be making a lot more money because I called that modeling school with that...
Come on, Suzanne, this is serious.
I'll get that. Hello?
I'll go crazy if I don't see you. At my age, I never imagined I could feel this way again. I want you to leave him.
No, I told you. It's just all a stupid mistake.
Are you going to tell your husband?
I'm hanging up.
Then I'm just going to call back. Now, I want you to tell Greg, and if you don't tell him, I will.
Yeah.
Let me just clarify for the audience what's actually going on here. Her husband is supporting the family by working a full-time job while he puts himself through law school, and she is overdrawing their bank account with shopping trips while cheating on him.
And also not just overdrawing the bank account. We're going to find out, I guess, that she's writing bad checks as well.
Well, yeah, that's what happened. That's what a bad check is. You draw a check against an overdrawn bank account. But
okay, yeah.
But she's cheating on her husband
I guess you're right.
while he supports the family while attending law school.
Yeah.
If she just waited 3 years, they would have had plenty of money when he became a lawyer. But she couldn't wait 3 years.
No,
she had to go bang the guy who cast the local community college. What's a community college?
Community State.
Community State theater director. Yeah, that's going to advance your career miles.
And local, by the way, at this point, she's living in San Francisco, where she grew up, or the Bay Area.
Right.
And that's about to be illustrated. I think this is, you see her walking past the scene at one point, and it's clearly Alcatraz in the background.
Yeah.
And here's the other indicator that they're in San Francisco. So at least someone in this film so far is capable of keeping a promise. Let's see what Suzanne encounters as she returns home from probably bad check grocery shopping. Her telling of her life story.
This is her own story.
What are you doing here? Oh, God.
Get out, you slut.
Oh, God. No.
Get out.
Oh no! Don't take the baby! Don't take the baby! Got him! Okay. Right.
If you don't get out now, you'll never see this baby again.
Greg, I know I've been stupid.
I love you, Susie. That's why I did it.
I hate you. Get out. Oh, God.
Yep, he came and knocked on her door. So, out on her own, Suzanne catches a break as a spokesmodel on a show called The Anniversary Game.
I couldn't figure out if it was The Price is Right or what they were trying to portray. Do you think it was The Price is Right and they had to make something up?
No, it was The Anniversary Game because I checked into it.
That was a real show.
It was a real show that I never heard of that was apparently shot in the Bay Area.
Okay.
So she's a spokesmodel now, and The Anniversary Game is presented by a guy called Alan Hamill, played here by David Burney, the one-time spouse of our rating system's namesake, Meredith Baxter.
Okay. Yeah, he looked familiar, but I couldn't figure out why or how, but yeah.
So here we see when Suzanne meets the host, Alan, on the set.
Hi, I'm Alan. Well,
Pardon?
I'm Alan Hamill, and you're...
Oh, Suzanne Somers.
Oh, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you. This is so exciting.
Oh, you like this, huh? Yeah. How about a cup of coffee?
Oh, sure. What do you take?
No. You and me, together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Riveting. Are we going to see her get fired?
No, I don't think so.
Well, she gets fired from that job for being bad at it. She just had a point at her refrigerator, and she was bad at it. I don't know.
I'm not sure she got fired from the game.
Oh, she definitely, they show her getting fired.
Okay. Well, I don't recall that. Well, Alan and Suzanne, they start dating each other, and things heat up pretty quickly. And one night, Suzanne is preparing a quiet meal for the two to enjoy. And this exchange occurs.
So, this must be the famous Brucey, huh?
Yeah. Did I talk about him that much?
There's no missing the family resemblance, though.
How old are your two?
My daughter's 7 and my son is 6.
Must be hard on them. Divorce is so difficult for children.
I'm sorry. I thought you knew I'm still married. When I'm not shooting here, I live with my family in L.A.
Yeah. So this is, of course, a deal breaker for Suzanne. No, of course not.
Yeah.
She's fine with it.
Yeah.
Plus, it gave her the idea for the Thigh Mistress. The marketing team had the good sense to tweak the name.
Yeah.
Meantime,
well, they wouldn't choose that name anymore. That would be because you can't call things a master bedroom anymore. They're now the primary bedroom.
Okay, because it's gendered?
I believe it's a slave connotation.
Oh, I see.
I mean, even though that word has like 16 different meanings,
right?
You can't use it anymore.
Right. When history gives it a new meaning, that should make a difference.
Yeah.
And that happened in Liverpool. They were going to rename Penny Lane because it was originally named after someone who was a slave trader. The street
I
itself.
thought because of inflation. Pound Lane?
But the Liverpool Council decided no, history has created a different meaning for this place and what it means to the world, so we're going to keep the name.
So it was named after someone named Penny?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So Suzanne's car gets repossessed, but Alan has arranged for a show sponsor to loan her one to replace it. She's also arrested for check fraud, and she consults with a physician. Let's see that.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, if the situation was different, I'd want to have the baby. Just, I don't see how I could possibly manage. I mean, I can hardly make ends meet with the one child. How do I go about this?
Well, the only way to do it legally is to get a statement from a psychiatrist. I'll give you the name of the doctor I use, and you'll have to tell him that you kill yourself unless you have an abortion.
Now, that's Alan's baby.
Yeah.
That she's had. Yeah. Well, that's going to make for a very uncomfortable conversation, I would imagine. Let's see that.
Oh, wait, Chris.
Oh, we don't have
Chris,
that?
I think you're going to be disappointed.
Oh, she never told him?
That conversation does not occur.
Oh, okay. So Steve, let's just keep track here.
Run it down? Okay, yeah.
She cheated on her first husband, wrote bad checks, had an abortion without telling her partner, and she's being a homewrecker by having an affair with a married man who has children with his wife.
But Chris, you're missing the point. She's never had a Michelob.
Yeah.
They're far morally superior.
Yep.
Than everyone else in her life. Well, things aren't going too well for Alan either. He's the guy she's dating, the host of the anniversary game. He visits Suzanne with some unfortunate news.
I need you to have the car back by Friday.
Did someone complain?
No. As you probably know, we haven't been pulling very good ratings on the show. I just found out today we're canceled. This is our last week.
I mean,
sorry.
You could drop your lawsuit. That would keep 53 people employed for another season and maybe settle for half as much as I make. I mean, Jesus, you point at Barca Loungers.
I think that was a different show where she sued them over salary. You know that show that had John Ritter and Don Knotts
and Norman Fell.
And the great actress who played Mrs. Roper.
Yeah,
but she was better than all of them. She deserved more money. I mean, she probably did deserve more money, but she wasn't funnier than any of those people.
I see the way I understand that, and I see it being presented now as some sort of big power move by a feminist.
Yeah,
saying, "Hey, I'm worth as much as these other people."
She probably was.
I don't know about that. I just remember it being told at the time. Well, not at the time, but hearing it through my life, that it was somebody just holding up production of a show because she was demanding more money.
Yeah, I mean that is what happened. And like I said, I think a lot of people probably, and this is the late 70s.
Yeah,
people probably tuned in just to see this hot young girl on television. That's probably where a lot of the viewers came from. So she probably did deserve more money. My point is, she's not some great comedic talent. Let's be honest. I'm sorry. She's Victoria Jackson of that show.
Exactly. And she wasn't irreplaceable at all.
Right. Well, yeah, because they replaced her with her
Priscilla
cousin,
Barnes.
Chrissy Snow, who was just as hot. I'm sorry.
She was Chrissy. I don't know who Priscilla Barnes was.
Somebody Snow. Her cousin, somebody Snow. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, she was just as hot. And then they went with that chick, I think it was in MASH at some point. Was she in MASH?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, she wasn't quite as good looking, but...
But my point is, this was somebody, it was reported, and I think fairly, that this was somebody being greedy and trying to get more than this was her first major role.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is being kind of greedy to... I don't know.
You don't pull that sort of thing if you're planning on staying around for a while. You're kind of burning bridges.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You wait to get to the point where you can demand that kind of salary.
Yeah.
But, I mean, prove yourself.
Yeah.
Especially on an ensemble show like that, it's very difficult to say, well, I'm the reason people are watching. And it's very easy for the network to say, well, no, they're not, because we've replaced you, and we're still getting it done. So, man, Bruce Jr., the son, he's the son.
Okay.
He suffers injuries after being hit by a car.
Yeah.
Now, following extensive surgery, he's on his way to a full recovery. But as Suzanne tells the gals in her family, the incident has a residual effect on the boy.
I'm real concerned about Bruce. I think I should sleep in the same room with him. He's been having these nightmares.
I remember when you used to have nightmares about snakes.
Yeah, this is different. He wakes up every single night screaming. I think he's afraid of being run over by a car again. What does the doctor say?
Stop putting his bed in the middle of the street.
Are we sure those weren't sea snakes she was dreaming about? Eels, maybe?
So Alan leaves his wife. Suzanne takes her son to a therapist who recommends to Suzanne that she undergo therapy as well. Now, despite her financial struggles, stemming in part to Bruce Jr.'s trip to the ER, Suzanne receives modeling work and lands her first film role. Here she is with Alan leaving the set of that movie.
It was marked down from 100.
On the one hand, you tell me you haven't got enough for the rent. Then you go out and buy an expensive dress.
I know. I just have to get on a budget and I have to stick with it.
It isn't just a matter of budget. It's a matter of behavior. Why do you keep doing things that create crisis in your life?
What, do you think I go looking for problems?
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was trying to figure out where I went wrong here.
Oh. Were we
111.
not supposed to see that clip?
We were not, but it's okay.
No,
that
Steve,
we
this
did.
might be a good time to introduce our new cast member.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Chrissy, why don't you come on out? Hello. I want more money. All right, get out of here.
Just immediately. They waste no time.
To be fair, we were paying her 70% of what we get paid. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks.
Can we go back? I think. Where are we? What's that? Yeah. Yeah. So here we see Suzanne leaving the set with Alan of her first motion.
Oh, yeah, right. This is her first film role.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to go to acting class for this one. Just driver's school. All they had me do all night long was cruise around in a 57 T-Bird.
Yeah, but it's a great break. I just hope somebody gets to see you. I mean, why did they change the title of this thing? Who's going to go see a film called American Graffiti? I mean, what a terrible title.
Yeah, as it happens, and I guess this is well known, but some people may not be familiar with this, Universal Pictures agreed with Alan. And they sent the director, who happened to be George Lucas, a list of titles their executives preferred over the name American Graffiti. And years ago, that list of unimaginably more ridiculous suggested titles leaked, and now we can share a few of those. And can we put it up on the screen, Jim?
Ooh. People going to be able to see that?
Well, it's just a visual. It breaks up the visual. Chris,
I may have to zoom in, but I'll read some of them for you. We have The Vigilant 4, which sounds like a Tarantino movie. I don't know. What does that even have to do? I don't get it. The Frantic Heart, again, doesn't seem to describe that movie.
Right.
The Toy Dreams Gone. I don't even know what that means. The Toy Dreams Gone. Burger City Blues. Was that the restaurant they all hung out at?
I have
Burger
no idea.
City?
I've never seen the motion picture.
Oh.
But I know that wouldn't make me want to see it.
There's also Goodbye Burger City. Yeah, I don't know that it holds up. And I believe that it came out the same year as Barry Lyndon, which we had just talked about. But Ask Wolfman Jack. that one makes sense, but yeah, I think actually Lucas. Why did everyone second guess George Lucas constantly? Imagine if he'd actually had a studio early in his career who believed in him. I guess they believed in him enough to bankroll all that stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but to question his judgment is a little odd, considering the track record he would
eventually have.
Yeah.
I don't know that film holds up, American Graffiti. I saw it once many years ago, and I was not impressed. It may be like 50s nostalgia. Maybe if people who grew up in the 50s would have been like in their 30s then. So maybe that was the whole target demographic there. And I don't think it would be of interest to people today. But there you go.
All right, well, fair enough.
And apparently you can see Suzanne Somers in it. Do you think if you look who's driving the T-Bird, I don't know. Is she? I thought
she's in the film. That kind of that put her on the radar.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't think she had a speaking part.
Okay,
but she was notable. I think people like Harrison Ford would drive by and notice her because she was in this car that was.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. So what do we have on the screen? Okay, hold on. Suzanne's family gets together for Easter.
Oh.
And her mother prepares a lovely holiday meal.
Well, this is going to go well.
Now, we haven't seen any examples of this, but trust us, a few times prior, it's made mention that Suzanne is an excellent cook.
Okay.
So I'm sure everyone's delighted to learn Suzanne she pitched in with a culinary effort of her own.
Oh.
What is that?
It's Suzanne Souffle.
Never heard of it.
Mom, let him.
Wait, we have to see more.
Yeah, keep going to 1:15:01. Just continue.
Pick it up.
So, is somebody going to carve the ham, or are we just going to pass it around and take bites?
I'll cut it.
Oh, Frank.
I'll cut it!
Somebody just stop that, Frank.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Michael, don't leave.
Let him go! Never had a lick of guts.
Yeah, no room in this family for wimps.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. I think we can play our version of it now.
Okay, yeah. Let's see this.
What's this?
It's a Genesee Cream Ale.
Never heard of it.
All right, so is somebody going to cut the ham, or are we just going to pass it around and take a bite?
I'll cut the ham. Hey, you don't have the guts.
All right, can everybody just calm down?
I thought that'd be funnier when I thought of it. But
it's fine, Chris.
It's something.
Fine. Well, it isn't long before things come to a head in the Mahoney clan. Sister Maureen and Father Frank, they go into recovery.
Yeah, now Maureen was the one that Suzanne had a pact with about not drinking.
Yeah, she went back on that pact.
Yeah, she didn't honor that pledge.
Yeah. Suzanne continues.
We see her at one point frolicking in the ocean while intoxicated. just doing this. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, but she gets sober, and so does Mr. Mahoney. Suzanne continues therapy, and in one session, she reflects on the recent changes in her life.
You're getting control of your finances. Work is picking up. And you're learning how to deal with your family. How do you feel about all this?
I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has an ex-husband, a boyfriend's soon-to-be ex-wife, and although we won't be seeing any of it, the producers, cast, and crew of a network sitcom who might beg to defer.
Yeah. Not everyone's celebrating her success, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And does she deserve it? Has she no sense of karma?
Yeah.
Suzanne moves to Los Angeles and settles down with Alan. And soon we're back in the present day at the 50th anniversary of Suzanne's parents, where Mr. Mahoney, he makes a speech.
I'll tell you, I don't think I've missed a toast in nearly 40 years. Of course, it wasn't always club soda. The only time I said no was when somebody had asked, enough?
Yeah, I've made many lives miserable. I'm glad we can all see the funny side now. Is there no accountability in this family, Chris?
Well, you know what'll bring this all together is a rousing song.
Yes. Yes.
Odd.
Suzanne, after Frank Mahoney's speech, Suzanne serenades the crowd with an a cappella version of We Are Not Alone.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, to my surprise, Suzanne feels the same way about...
Are we not going to see that?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Suzanne feels the same way about Mr. Mahoney's lack of accountability. I guess she's all about tending to other people's gardens. She confronts her dad about never apologizing for what he put her family through. And at first he's reluctant because he says words mean nothing. But he relents and offers a tearful apology to Suzanne.
Yeah.
Before she serenades the crowd. Yeah. Now, is there anything you'd like to say about this before we read it?
You just said that we didn't have footage of her singing, but we do have footage of me watching her singing.
Oh, okay.
Jim,
okay,
clip one.
I'll get a search.
You were not impressed at the song stylings of Miss Suzanne Somers?
Actually, you know what? I didn't actually listen to her sing. I put it on mute and listened to the closed captioning.
There could have been something there for you to comment on.
I can't, man.
You just can't. All right. So would you like to rate it first or shall I?
Yeah, here's my rating.
I have not received satisfaction.
Didn't care for it.
Nope.
So how many Meredith Baxters does that translate to?
I believe one would be not satisfied. I believe the clip we saw just before that with the guy with the pills, that would be a 0.
Okay.
So yeah, I might institute my own rating system on here, and you can continue with the Meredith Baxters, but I might have the Barry Lyndon scale.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough. I'm going with 1 out of 5 Meredith Baxters, and only for the great Ken Kirschenbaum. Keeping Secrets doesn't just fail as a vanity project, it backfires. Suzanne Somers seems to hold her father accountable for his negative impact on the lives of her mother and her siblings, which is fair. But she never expresses remote contrition about her own behaviors and the people she's hurt as a result. It's as though we're to think her father's alcoholism and not her own selfishness are to blame for the failure of her first marriage and difficulty in raising her son with irregular work as an actress and model. Keeping Secrets doesn't keep enough secrets from us. And for all we know, as we said earlier, Suzanne may have had redeeming qualities as a sister, a friend, a mother, if not a wife. But this movie, which is, again, in her own telling, she chooses not to show that side of her at all. We're left only to think that side didn't exist.
Yeah, we've had a bit of an upswing in our number of viewers recently. I'm wondering how many of them are Suzanne Somers fans. And the last 2 episodes, we've just savaged her. I mean, it's been brutal.
But that wasn't our intention.
It was never our intention.
No, we're watching the material and reacting to it.
Yeah. I mean, we can only...
And providing analysis.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to talk about we haven't talked about?
I just want to say, if anyone is looking for something to watch, I did watch Barry Lyndon, and I loved it. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's really, I said a masterpiece. It really is. It was nominated for like 8 Oscars or something like that. It's Kubrick. Kubrick's, he doesn't make bad films, but it won the best Oscar for cinematography, and there are shots in this movie, Steve, where I had to rewind and be like, how are they doing that? I wish I had more knowledge of film so that I could understand what he's doing that no one else is doing. It's as if he took a camera back through time to the 1700s and actually shot this stuff. And if they did it now, it'd be all CGI and it would look like crap compared to what he did.
Costumes, Chris.
I'm talking about exterior landscape shots more than anything. Battle scenes. It's incredible. It's a period piece, so if you're not into that sort of thing, you won't be into it. But I can't recommend it enough. And I just wanted to put that out there.
All right.
Are we done?
I guess.
All right.
Unless there's would you like to talk about the bicycle thief?
The what?
All right. Well, anyway, in that case, I think we did it. Chris Bergani, Jim Coran, I'm Steve Rees.
The what?
Holy Magano.
Huh?
We did it.